Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're on Thursday, thankful Thursday, thirsty Thursday, thriving Thursday. Grab your beverage. Let's have a chat. Yeah, this is one that my daughter made. Is this not the cutest thing? It's a frog face on this side. And then look at this. It says Heiny on the back. I saw it in the cabinet tucked away. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. So grab your beverage. Let's chat. So I wanted to chat about something that's going on for me. And it's interesting. Is it not interesting when I have something going on, my reticular activator goes out and finds it happening everywhere else. All the information, all the reinforcement, all the similarities in other places on social media, in other people's lives. It's baffling. So little backstory on what happened yesterday. So yesterday I finally got confirmation that the place that I held the women's empowerment experience last year is not going to be an option for me. Excuse me. So I need a place. I do not want it in a hotel. I do not want it where I'm tied into having a certain food and beverage. I would like it to have a stage. At least a little bit of an elevated stage. I needs to have plenty of, regular parking where people don't have to pay. And it needs to be able to house about 100 people. And also have AV equipment, in order to have screens and stuff like that. So if you know of a place that's in the Warrenton, Gainesville, Haymarket kind of area, let me know. I'm even willing to explore a few other areas. It just is much more convenient when it's close to my house. So if you know of an area, I'm going to go through it again, that has plenty of parking for free, has a room that you're not required to do food and beverage, do not want a hotel, want something different, is a place that houses about 100 people with a stage and AV equipment, let me know, because now I am in need of this. And then as I'm not gonna lie, we're getting ready to open registration in a couple of weeks, and now I don't have a place. And although I always say what? I say this or better. So there must be something better out there, right? But good golly, Miss Molly, does it have to be so much pressure at the last minute on finding a different place? Yeah. And so I ran across a thing on one of the social media platforms, and it said, you trust the driver of a bus, even though you don't know him. You trust the pilot of a plane, even though you don't know her. I'm going to say her. You trust the captain of a boat, even though you don't know them. Why is it we can't trust God, who's in control, even though we don't know it? Made me really think. Why is it that I can't just surrender and have faith that I know someone, or somebody I know knows someone that has the perfect place to have this incredible event, that is either going to sponsor my event and give it to me for free or very inexpensively? Something that is incredibly reasonable. And just trust knowing that it's out there. I find that in my heart, I can do that, but in my head, I worry. I stress, I fret. Doesn't make me sleep very well, makes my stomach hurt a little bit because I've promoted this and I'm getting ready to open it, and I need to have a place to hold it. The right place, not just any place. I could go to any hotel, but that's going to be really expensive, and I needed a lot more reasonable than that. I'm looking into maybe retreat places, or someone turned me on. Do you know that there's a place called Peer Space, PEER Space, which lists unique spaces that you can hold meetings, workshops, events. Did you know this? Yeah, I found this really unique place somewhere in Warrenton, but it was a little outside my bracket point because they're more for, I think they were originally, the person who told me, it was originally for photographers that needed to rent it by like the hour. I just need a place for an hour to take some photographs. But now they've opened it up to meeting spaces and things along those lines. And the problem was it was a little bit pricey. So for me to do for 2 full days. And it needs to include all the tables and chairs. Like I don't want to be renting tables and chairs. Linens, that would be great too. Yeah, I'm asking a lot. But you know what? You don't get what you don't ask for. So in the previous place, I had a kitchen area. Because I still need to serve food. I had a lobby area for people to check in. I had a stage. I had a huge screen and AV equipment. I had all the tables, all the chairs. I had round tables for the attendees. I had rectangular tables for the speakers to have like a vendor table, and to set up buffet. I had rectangular tables, all coming with linens, tablecloths, and I'm looking for a similar place. So there you go. Help me out. Do you know of a really cool place to go? Do you maybe have a really good place, a really cool place? It is scheduled for October 11th and 12th, which is the Saturday and Sunday of Columbus Day weekend. The event officially starts at 9, goes until about 4:30 on both days. And obviously I get in early, like around 7, because registration opens at 8. And I set up the day before. I set up at like noon the day before. So let me know if you know of anywhere. I know there's got to be another place out there. There has to be. There's so many options. I just need to breathe. It'll all come together. Do you give yourself pep talks like that? It'll all come together. It'll be okay. This or better. I have to keep telling myself this because the story in my head is, holy mother of pearl, I'm in a deep kimchi of hurt if I don't find a place. The story, the recording in my head is, you shouldn't have relied on that place. The conversation in my head is, it's going to cost you a lot more than the place that you just finished. It's not going to have all the things that this place had. You're going to need to pay a lot more to get all the things you want. And none of that is true. None of that is true. I never would have imagined or envisioned finding the place I did for the price that I paid for 2 days. But if that place is out there, there's got to be others. There just has to be. And there's got to be other places that are willing to work with me. So I'm repeating that to myself. There are other places out there, even better, more amazing, that are going to be an even better fit for what I'm looking to do this year. So wish me luck. And things don't always go as planned. And that's part of the journey, I guess, right? I love the destination. I love all the plans. I love all the ideas. I love all the activities. I love the people that are involved, that are helping, that are presenting, that are helping to create an incredible event. And now I need a venue. So there you go. It's going to happen. All right. I know like yesterday I totally and completely forgot about the continuing conversation that we had the day before. Now, if you missed it on Tuesday, I guess it was Tuesday, we talked about panties, all kinds, men's underwear, women's panties, and the fact that they are the bane of my existence and I can't seem to find panties that I really love. And yesterday, I was supposed to continue this conversation about another thing, and I totally and completely blanked and forgot. So we're going to continue the conversation today. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully, you will find this insightful. Hopefully, you'll have something to add. Hopefully, maybe you'll even get a little bit of a chuckle at my expense, and that is okay. In addition to not being able to find panties that I like, that don't ride up my hiney, that aren't creating all sorts of bumps and bulges, that are pretty and make me feel pretty, I also have a real hard time with bras. Now, guys, I'm not going to talk jock straps or other things that you guys do. So for you guys, if you happen to see this one, I understand if you scroll along or pass this along to a woman that you know that might benefit from this conversation today. And I understand that if you catch me tomorrow when we're not talking about female undergarments, but warning, warning, this is Female Undergarment Day, and we're going to be talking about bras because there's so many options out there. Why is it that I can't find one that works? So, backstory. All right. Probably TMI, but I'm willing to share. I'm like an open book to you guys. Golly, gee whiz, it's been 1980 something. So how long ago was that? A long time ago. 40 years ago? How could it be 40 years ago? I'm not even 40, right? I'm not even 40. I feel like I have something on my chin. I'm not even 40. But a long time ago, I used to have a very large chest. And my mother helped me find a doctor and I had it reduced. P.S. Best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did. Do I have serious scars from it? Yes, I do. I went from for those who know things, this is going to be again TMI and not something you can relate to. But I went from like a 38 double D looking like a string bikini to any bra looking like a string bikini. Because back in the day when I was that large, they didn't make double Ds. They didn't make FGHs. They didn't make all of those. They only went to Ds. So double or triple Ds were like a string bikini. And most of my breast hung out the side. And so I decided with my mother's help to get the surgery. Now, I went from that size to a 34B. I think it was a 34B when I got out of surgery. I think it was a 34B. a lot. They took out like a pound from each breast. It was a lot. And they moved the nipple and they have the anchor, scar. And on the sides, it keloid. Do you know what that is? They're big, ropey scars. And they have laid flat. They're still ropey, but they laid flat and they become more skin color. They're not red like they were in Angry. And over the years, I have had the opposite problem that I had when I was younger. Now, when I don't wear a bra, I look like I have no chest. Now, given the two extremes, I would rather have no chest than a large chest. 100% of the time. I had marks in my shoulders. I was very round-shouldered, still am because of it. And so I would wear underwire push-up bras so that it would make me look like I had a chest. And it was all fine. It was all fine. Now, fast forward, those of us that are over 50, I never understood the term ski slopes. Have you heard this term ski slopes? Well, that's what it is. I've lost the tissue on the top has dropped or disappeared. So there's nothing here. And then all the tissue is on the bottom. So it looks like this, right? So I stopped wearing years ago underwire bras. Not the best for me. Decided, made a what's it called? A decision, an executive decision to not do those anymore. But I still needed to have some push-up. And I found some that were all right. They were all right. But they're like t-shirt bras. They're not very pretty, right? And so the other thing is, when I continued getting older, my skin is different. And so those bras create indentations. And so it looks like I have like back fat where me and my indentations, right? Go back to the panty conversation where I don't like seeing the lines. Well, I don't love seeing the lines when I'm wearing a bra. I like it to be smooth. I think it looks great when it's smooth. But nowadays it's really challenging to find a bra that will allow you to look like that. And yeah, a lot of sports bras will let you do that, but I need something that lifts me up and makes me look like I have a chest. And I also don't want something that's smashing me. I want something that's lifting me and make it, a pretty one. And so I saw this one on TikTok that was supposed to be like the world's best bras, right? And they clasped in the front and they were really pretty lace and they almost looked like a bralette, right? And they were supposed to actually give you lift and not have, be really smooth in the back. So I bought them. The problem was that for me, my breasts are lower on my body. So not that they sag. They don't sag because there's not enough there to sag anymore. But they're just physically located lower on my body. So that these bras, which you put on, like this, and they didn't have adjustable straps. And so what happened? They were made for somebody whose breasts were higher on their body. And as a result, mine kept sticking out the bottom. So what did I do? I kept having to do one of these. Annoying. And so I'm in search of a pretty bra that lifts without an underwire and is adjustable somewhat here so that I can make it lower so that my boob doesn't pop out the bottom and the bra doesn't like rise as my day goes along. So let me know. Ladies, let me know. Have you find something? I will tell you that the one that I bought on TikTok, wicked comfortable. Almost like you weren't wearing anything comfortable. Super pretty. It was lacy on the front. It was smooth on the back. It just didn't allow for it to rest properly on my body, and it was irritating the shit out of me. And so I'm in search. I'm in search of a comfortable, pretty, smooth back bra that allows you to adjust to make sure that you don't pop out the bottom. So let me know if you have something. And do you have colored, all right, question while I have you here. When I first met my husband, he was so shocked to see that my bra and panties didn't match. I was like, do what? He goes, yeah, your bra and panties are supposed to match. I was like, says who? What happens if I have a white shirt and dark pants? I want to wear, dark underwear. I can't wear a dark bra. I need a light bra. And he goes, no, you need to match. So my question to you is, do you match? Do you match? I will tell you that after 30 years of being with him, I do match. Now, sometimes if I'm wearing like a cream white bra, I might wear like a leopard skin print so that it goes with black, and it also goes with like bone colored bras, right? So it goes with both. Or I have a pair that are like polka dots. So it goes with, a light colored bra and a dark colored bra. But do you typically match, or do you not? I'm curious. And do you have other colors besides black, like white or bone colored? Yeah, I have like black. I have like a neutral nude color, light pink, like pale blush color, and I have like a burgundy that I seem to wear quite a bit. And although I love the other colors, like the purples and the blues and stuff like that, I just, first of all, I don't have enough panties and stuff to wear. Like, I don't have combinations enough to wear them. I do have like a pair of purple panties with like black lace, so I can wear that with a black bra. But yeah, do you match? Do you match? Does it matter? I don't know. I do say now that I've done over 30 years of matching, I do feel odd when I don't. There are occasions I don't, but most of the time I'm pretty much matching. Unless I ran out of one and then I have to mismatch. And I do that on the times that my husband's not here. How crazy is that? Oh, the funny things that I do. Anyway. So yeah, hit me up. Let me know what you do. I definitely need something that pushes up and, lifts and is not an underwire, is pretty and is smooth in the back and allows me to adjust for my where it falls on my body. And I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. I super duper am. Right now, believe it or not, I think the ones that I wear all the time are like t-shirt ones, and I got them on Amazon. And they're really comfortable, but they do cause the back bulge. And lately they haven't been so comfy. Another question. How many days do you wear your bra before you wash it? No judgment. No judgment. None. I can't tell you. I mean, if I'm going to be sweating, if I'm going to do like an exercise bra, I'm going to wash it, right? I'm sweaty, nasty, gross. But to just be sitting in my house or taking a casual walk, I don't wash them every time. I'll be honest. How long do you go between washing your bras? Yeah, do let me know. I'm curious if you dare, if you feel comfortable. And my daughters throw theirs in the wash and the dryer. I don't typically throw mine in the dryer. And I use what I call a bra bag or a lingerie bag. So, and I make sure that the back is latched so that it doesn't snag on other things when I do wash them. But I don't wash them every day. I probably don't even wash them every week. And do you have lots of bras? Do you have lots of bras? I will be honest, I don't. I think I have 4. And I just rotate through them. Like a black one, like I said, a blush one, a nude one, a burgundy one, and then I have like a strapless nude and a strapless or convertible black. And that's it. And that's it. But do you have like a whole drawer full? Do you? And matching panties to go along with it? And are your panties solid, or do they have like a print or a pattern or flowers or something like that? Or are they solid? Lots of questions today. Lots of questions for you today. So that's my question. I'm on a hunt. I'm on a search for comfortable, pretty undergarments. So let me know what you have or what you know or what you've tried. Even if it's something that you've tried and you hated, let me know that too, because then I won't try that one. You know, why waste my money and my time and get aggravated? Just share what you know. And the more we know, the more we grow. The more we know, the better decisions we can make. And so, yeah, let me know what you have, what you know, where to get them, what to look for. Because there's a lot of new stuff out there that I am not familiar with. And you might know of something that I don't. So thanks. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with me today. Thanks for sharing your time. I'm super thankful for you on this Thursday. And I look forward to reconnecting with you tomorrow. All right, my friend, make it a great day. See ya.